Most men think the only real fix for a stronger erection comes from a pharmacy. They assume it has to be a prescription, that little blue pill, or some expensive, complicated treatment. But as a board-certified urologist, after helping thousands of men, I can tell you that for a surprising number of them, a huge piece of the puzzle is much simpler. In fact, it's in your kitchen right now. My name is Dr. Peter Whyte, and today I'm explaining that a powerful key to better performance isn't just that you drink water, but how and when you drink it. Your daily hydration habits are a massive, often overlooked factor in your overall health, which is the foundation of your confidence in the bedroom. I'm about to break down the science, and by the end of this video, you'll have a clear, actionable plan that can make a real difference. Section 1. The problem and the cycle of dehydration. Let's be direct. Few things hit a man's confidence harder than when his body doesn't cooperate in intimate moments. It's frustrating, creates tension in relationships, and can make you feel like you're fighting a losing battle. So, you look for answers. You read about testosterone, see ads for pills, and consider diets. But all the while, a silent saboteur could be undermining your efforts: chronic, low-grade dehydration. Here's the catch. Most men don't even know it's happening. You're not gasping for water. You just start your day with coffee, maybe a soda at lunch, and drink when you feel thirsty. Sound familiar? The problem is, by the time you actually feel thirst, your body is already playing catch-up from a dehydrated state. Before it even impacts your erection, dehydration hits your energy and desire. Even mild dehydration can cause fatigue, brain fog, and irritability. And when you feel tired and foggy, how likely are you to be in the mood? This creates a frustrating cycle. You feel too tired, which adds to performance anxiety, which only makes the physical side of things tougher. This isn't just a feeling, it's physiology. Dehydration is a stressor. And when your body is under stress, it shifts priorities from procreation to survival. This is where your erectile function takes a direct hit. Section 2. The why, the science of hydration and erections. Simplified. To understand why hydration is critical, you need to know one simple fact: an erection is a hydraulic event. It's all about blood flow. Think of your circulatory system as a plumbing network. For it to work right, you need two things: clear pipes and good pressure. Dehydration messes with both. First, volume. Your blood is mostly water. When you're dehydrated, your total blood volume decreases. There's simply less fluid in the system. With lower volume, your blood can become thicker and more concentrated. Imagine trying to pump syrup through a straw versus water. That's the challenge for your heart when you're dehydrated. But it gets more specific. When your body senses fluid levels are dropping, it releases a hormone called angiotensin. Angiotensin's job is to constrict blood vessels to keep your blood pressure stable. But this constriction is the exact opposite of what you need for an erection, which requires blood vessels to relax and open wide, a process called vasodilation. Then there's the on switch for erections, a molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide signals the arteries in the penis to relax, opening the floodgates for blood. Proper hydration is critical for the cells lining your blood vessels to produce nitric oxide efficiently. Dehydration can impair this entire system. Finally, when your body is stressed from dehydration, it can increase production of the stress hormone, cortisol. High levels of cortisol can interfere with testosterone, which impacts your libido, energy, and overall sexual health. So to recap, dehydration can reduce blood volume, thicken your blood, trigger vessel-constricting hormones, and disrupt your hormonal balance. It's a multi-pronged attack on your performance. Section 3. The how, the urologist's hydration protocol. So the solution is to drink more water, right? Yes, but how you drink makes all the difference. This is the protocol I share with my patients. Tip 1. Front load your hydration. You go 6-8 hours every night without drinking anything, so you wake up already in a state of dehydration. Most men reach for coffee first. While coffee contributes to fluid intake, its mild diuretic effect means you're starting the day playing catch-up. The very first thing you should have every morning is 16-20 ounces of water before your coffee. This kickstarts rehydration. Tip 2. Sip, don't chug. If you slam a huge bottle of water in 5 minutes, your kidneys get flooded and you just pee most of it out. The goal is steady, consistent sipping throughout the day. This gives your body time to actually absorb the water where it's needed. Tip 3. The pre-meal water rule. Drink a glass of water 20 to 30 minutes before your meals. This aids hydration and can also increase feelings of fullness, helping to prevent overeating. Tip 4. Supercharge your water with electrolytes. If you're active or sweat a lot, water alone might not be enough. Electrolytes like sodium and potassium help get water into your cells. You don't need sugary sports drinks. Just a tiny pinch of sea salt or a squeeze of lemon in your water can provide trace minerals to improve absorption. Tip 5. Aim for consistency. The goal isn't to chug water right before sex for an instant boost. It's about maintaining a state of good hydration consistently. If you have an evening planned, just be mindful of sipping water throughout that day. Tip 6. Learn your body's signals. Don't wait until you're thirsty. That's a late indicator of dehydration. The best real-time feedback is your urine color. Aim for a pale, straw-like yellow. If it's dark yellow, you need to drink more. If it's always crystal clear, you might be overdoing it and flushing out electrolytes. If you're finding this helpful, hit that like button. It really helps the video reach more men who need to hear this. And be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more science-backed advice to help you optimize your health. Section 4. Common mistakes that sabotage your efforts following the protocol is key, but you also have to avoid the pitfalls that undo your good work. Mistake 1. Confusing all liquids for hydration. Sodas, sugary juices, and energy drinks are poor hydrators. Their high sugar content can negatively affect vascular health. Plain water should always be your go-to. Mistake 2. The alcohol trap. Alcohol is one of the most dehydrating things you can consume. It is a diuretic, meaning it makes you urinate more and lose fluid. A night of heavy drinking can leave you significantly dehydrated the next day, which is a major reason for performance issues. If you do drink, a good rule is to have a glass of water for each alcoholic drink. Mistake 3. Forgetting food as a water source. Hydration isn't just about drinking. Foods like watermelon, cucumber, and oranges are packed with water and can significantly boost your overall hydration. A diet high in dry, processed foods requires you to drink much more water to compensate. Conclusion: taking charge of your sexual health doesn't have to be complicated. It can start with the most fundamental building block of health, water. Remember the key takeaways. An erection relies on healthy blood flow. Chronic dehydration stresses your body and interferes with this process. By adopting a smart hydration strategy, front-loading your day, sipping consistently, and avoiding common mistakes, you give your body the essential tools it needs to function at its peak. This isn't about a magic pill, it's about optimizing your health right now. It can start today, with your very next glass of water. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the one hydration habit from this video you're going to start today? Drop it in the comments below. Thanks for watching. This is Dr. Peter Whyte and I'll see you in the next video.